Okay, good evening, my good people. This evening, I just want to run through some of those things that we wanted to do earlier, but unfortunately we couldn't. Let me see if I can just make this short video to explain these 12 items here. Now, the first thing I want to discuss is currency, okay? So let me just pick some data from another sheet. And I am dropping my data here, okay? Good. Now, so this is the numbers that we have. Let me reduce my view. So I'm going to lead this. Let's just deal with this couple of, how many of them? 12 items. Okay, so I want to represent these figures in Naira, not in any other currency, because I am dealing in Naira. So all I need to do is to come to this point. I pick this. I need currency. So I go over here. I look for where we have Naira. You can pick Ibibio, you can pick Igbo, you can pick Kanuri. But I'm picking this and I want this to be like this, okay? I have this. Good. This is one way we can choose our currency, okay? You choose your currency and then what you want, you format it to that to suit your desire. We're done with this. Okay, so the next thing is text. Text, okay? Now, so here I'm going to have a number, let's say 0805. Just let's take this 5 figure and I enter, okay? It's seeing this entry as a number. But what I want is a number or a figure that begins with 0. What I need to do is I can format this as text, and then it comes to left alignment. Remember in our earlier videos, we said that Excel treats text inputs by aligning it to the left, and then the numbers and dates aligns it to the right. As we see now, this is alignment to the left, so it is a text. So now it can take even up to 2 zeros. Now when I enter, you will notice that there is a small arc here or a small triangle at the top left corner of this cell. And if you click inside, it's still, there is a caution sign here. When you open it, it tells you that, oh, this number that you entered here, Excel is seeing it as a text. It's a warning. So if you are aware and you can give the go ahead, you can here click and say ignore error. Okay, it sees it as a text and has removed that exclamation or that one is rather. Now let's see something. If I now write 885, say for instance 85, and I enter, this is a number, but this is a text. Now let's try something. I want to sum this together now. So assuming I do this, I say no, select this, and I enter. You see, I am asking it to sum this, sum E2 and E3. And it's telling me sum alt equal. Alt equals. I want this to, and I enter. Okay, it's already seen. Now the issue we have here is that it's seeing this point as a text. Look at up here, it's seeing this as a text. So the moment I change this, let's see. Alt equals. No, I want this to. Okay, it's seeing this as a number. So it's adding this and this, but this is not a number. So it's not seeing it. So This is something that we need to be aware of. Sometimes when you are dealing with a data table, you will see a number. Visually, you are seeing it as a number. But when you look at your visual cue in Excel, this is alignment to the left. And this has nothing to do with this alignment here, that customized alignment. Nothing is highlighted here, but it's aligned to the left. It's telling you that this is a text. So it's not going to include it in your manipulations. When you begin to manipulate with your data, it will not include this. So we just need to be aware, okay? Not many people are aware of this, but I felt I should also let us know. So we are done with the text. Now let's look at dates. Today, let's first of all look at today. Today is May 3rd. So I can come here and play around with the long date. Let me see the long date. It's telling me that today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. Now, if I click here and drag, let's say I drag up to this point, it's going to give me serialized dates. Okay, this is still the same day. Okay, you know, the issue is that this is today, this is today. But if I had fixed a date today, let's say by here, I just entered May 2020, and then I click and go, it takes me to different days. So this is a date that I've entered. The previous one was today. And so when I drag them, I'm duplicating today to all the cells. But I've entered a date here, and you see I have different days: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so we can do this with our dates. Okay, so we're done with that. I just want to tick that one. Let me just stamp that as done also. Now I want to talk about row, height, and then column. Okay, I need to deal with two of them together. Now, okay, I just remembered something here. Copying. Let me say copying formulas. Copying formulas, values. Okay, there's something I really need to talk here. Just remember this, okay? No, so this is what we can do, formatting with dates, changing it to short or long. Now, let's look at the height. Now, I might have something like this, I might have something like this, I might have something like this, but I want them to be equal. So I can select this, then go to my format here. I pick my format here. Since I'm looking at rows, I'm clicking row here. So I'm going to specify. I'm going to specify, I want all of them to be 25. It's the same. If I click here and I check here, it's showing 25. If I click here, check here, it's showing 25. Click down here, click, it's showing 25. Okay? The same thing here, I can automatically, you can see, okay, so let me just add the border so that it can be cleared. You see, I have selected from E to I. This is different from this, and it's different from this in terms of their sizes. So if I have a specific dimension that I want to apply, I simply come here, put here. So let me put 10 and see. Each of them is 10. Check. I check here. This is 10. I check here. This is 10. What about here? This is 10. Okay, so these are the different formatting that you can do. These are customized way of, you just pick your, select all your columns and then apply a number. All of them will come to that size that you have selected. Okay, so we're done with this and this. Okay, to insert objects, I just also want to let us know that we can actually come here in Excel and insert objects. There are a lot of things we can insert. but I just want to speak specifically to objects. Okay, so where is my object now? Where is it? Where is it? Illustration. Okay, shapes. You can actually insert icon. This icon is from the net. If you click here, it takes you to the net to find out what you want. Okay, so I come back here. What I really want to do is these shapes. Okay, so you will see some Excel. They have this. You can actually write text here. Okay, this is Excel tutorial class. Okay, so you can do a lot of things here. You can format it. Okay, just come to this point, put it like this, make it bold, change. You can fill it. You can change the number, the different, just anything you can do here. Here is my font size. Okay, so my font size, this is Excel 24, 20, 18. Okay, if it's not enough, let me, okay, Excel class. Okay, so I just felt I should let us know that we can do some drawing within Excel. Good, this is this, and renaming Excel range, that's very, very important. Now, if I want to look at this now, okay, I have this, but if you look here, it's giving you, at this point here, it's telling you this is D2 because your selection started from D2. But I want to, if I want to give this range a name, so I can double click here, or just click here, highlight it, and then edit it, say, this is a compensation. Now, when you are renaming a range here, a cell range here, there are rules. You don't use space. It's a syntax that there mustn't be any space in between. If I want to say compensation range and I put a space and I'm typing, see what it's going to tell me. You say you have entered you must enter a valid reference you want to go to, okay? So this is not a valid one. But if I write compensation and I enter, that is it. If I click up to here, it is not until I get to this point. Okay, so this is particularly useful when we do data validation and we want to do a drop down. Okay, so this is stored. If you come to here under formula, you go to name manager. This is my compensation. So if I double click this now, it's going to highlight this. Assuming I want to redefine the range, I say, well, I made a mistake. I'm not supposed to include all this one. So my compensation rate should just be this one. I open here, I click, okay, it's done. Okay, so if I click the entire this thing, it's not going to show me this. Rather, if I click here, is it here? No. Or is it here? No. Is it here? No. So there are 5 items that will tell you that this is your compensation range. Okay, so we've done this. We've done this. Protecting your workbook. This is very, very important. When you finish your work, or even if you have not finished your work, but you need to protect some part of your workbook so that the people who are using it will not mistakenly delete. Okay, especially where there are formulas. Okay, so let me use shall we do this? So assuming I want to get a sum here, I enter this, I need this. So usually for me, wherever I am going to protect, I usually color it differently from the rest. Okay, so people can make input here, but I don't want anybody to make inputs in this my total. By the way, let me just write a total here. Okay, this is my total. I don't want people to mistakenly delete or distort this formula. A spreadsheet by default, all of them are locked. So I need to unlock all of them if I want them to, if I want input to be made in some place, in some cell, and then some cells to be locked. So by default, all the cells are locked. Now I'll show you something. When I come to review, because I want to protect it, I am protecting this worksheet. So while protecting it, I might grant permission for anybody who uses this to do some operation. For instance, they can select locked cells. They can select unlocked cells. By default, these are the two that are ticked. If I say go ahead, I'm not going to put any password. Okay? So if I double click, protect worksheet. By the way, let me see what really happened here. Protection. Okay, this is not a fresh worksheet. I'm afraid to say so because it should have locked this point. Okay, so I am going to lock the entire worksheet the way it usually comes in fresh. Okay, so this is how it is. Now, by the way, let me also prove that this is a new worksheet that I am putting. Then if I come to this point, you see, by default, the entire cell, all the cells in the worksheet are locked by default. Okay, so that's done. When we come back to this point, I have locked this, but I want this place. So if everything is locked, and I want to protect, I say, okay, go ahead. And I double click, it's going to tell me that the cell that you're trying to change is protected. Okay, there is nowhere in this sheet that I can do anything. By default, all the cells are locked. So if I need to make any input in any cell, I have to unlock it. And if you lock your sheet and you can't remember the password, that sheet is gone. I haven't seen where it is unlocked. Okay, so I didn't put any key here, so I can quickly protect it. So I can now be able to make input. So if I want to protect this alone and allow the other rest of the cells to be to receive input, all I need to do is let me unlock all of them. Okay, the format cell, remember Control-1, it brings this up. Okay, so I come here and I unlock, which means every cell can be entered. I'll click this. Now, if I come here and still lock it, yeah, any cell, even though it is protected, see here, this sheet is protected, but people can still make input because I did not lock the cell. However, this is where I want to lock. So I will unprotect this. The reason is not asking me to give my password because I just simply protected it without a password. So here I can Control-1 to bring this, and then I'll lock this and I okay it. So if I lock this book now, or the worksheet, and I okay it, here I can make input because I've allowed it. But here I cannot make any input. I cannot make any input here. And the same thing, if you are going this way, you pick your tab, it jumps it because you are not permitted to make any input here. Okay, so this is how to protect your worksheet. First, you unlock all the cells, and then you now select those cells that you want to lock, and then lock them. So that when you now protect your worksheet, those locked cells cannot receive inputs. Okay, so we've done this. Now, let's look at inserting comments. If somebody finishes working with this and passes it to me to review, I can look at this and I say, okay, no, this is too high. This figure is too high. I can simply click inside the cell and come here and click. I say, this is too high. Please explain. I am done. So if I go away, you see this mark here, and Excel will tell you who did this mark. It will tell you that something says this is too high, please explain. So when I share this worksheet, The person that has received it will look at it now, and in my mail, I might say, please see my comments inserted. And then when he sees this, he will now have to reply. So he can come here and reply. This is because he earns extra pay. Now, when I receive it, it is the person's name that will appear here. Okay, so that's that for inserting comments. Now, save as. I want to tell us that Excel, well, not just Excel, even MS Word and PowerPoint. Yes, you can save them in different formats. This is Excel. So if I want to save this as a PDF, I can come under the File menu and I click Save As. When it comes here, see the type here. This is .xlsx. This is the newest form of Excel. The oldest one, like 2007, will save it as .xls. Then .xlx, yes. But here, I want to save it as a PDF. So I look for where PDF is good. This is PDF. And this is the name. If I like, I can change the name. I can change the name and say Havron PDF. So if I need to look for more options, especially to tell me where I am saving it, let me click more options. Where am I saving it? Microsoft, New, Excel. Sometimes if you're not careful where you are saving, you just go ahead and click save. You will look for the file, tire. Okay, so this one, I'm going to quickly save it on my desktop as PDF, and I save. PDF is going to open. So this is my PDF, what we have just done. Okay, so if I just go to my desktop, it's here, right here. So this is another way you can save. You can save it in different formats. Okay, so all you need to do is to go and try the different format types. We open here, try to save a lot of things here. You can save this is the older version that what we have had. See 2003, 2000, okay, I think 2007 started with XLS or so. See, this is the XLS, different from this XLSX, okay? You can save it in this format, especially when you are working and sharing a document, an Excel document with people who have lower version of Microsoft Excel, so that they will be able to open it. If I save in 2013, somebody using 2003 will not be able to open that. He or she will find it difficult. Okay, so this has an option of saving it here so that the person can open it. Any version from 97 to 2003 should be able to open if I save with this format. Okay, so these are all different kinds of file types that you can save. Okay, so you need to explore that to learn more on your own. Okay, so number formats. What is it that I wanted to talk about? Number format. Okay, let me skip that. I can't remember what I wanted to discuss about number format. But let's look at find and replace. Okay, so let me look for something here. Okay, so let me pick this one. Let me bring it here. Let me bring it here. Okay, so I have this. Now I have all these people. Okay, so I have other people here who are from different departments. Now, assuming I want everybody who is under account management to be transferred to pharmacy department. I can't begin to type pharmacy, and then scroll down, and then at some point you escape. Okay, so this is it's already sorted, okay? But I want to do a straight work. I do my find, Control F, it brings find. So I say look for account management. So it's good. If I click find, it's going to be showing me, you see here. Let me annotate this and that's a spot. You see here, this is one here. I say find again. I continue to find. Okay, so let's just split this. Split this. Okay. So if I say find, it keeps showing you where and where the management is, several of them. So I want to replace this with pharmacy department. So because I want to change all of them, I say replace all. It's going to replace all. So there are 88 replacements done. You can see them here. If I scroll down, this is the entire account management that has changed. The same thing if I want ADC, so find ADC and replace it with biology. Okay, you can replace individually. So it's going to find the first one. It's showing this is the first one. What do you want to do? This is the person I want to replace. Replace it. It goes to the next. This next person, if this fits what you want, replace it. It checks the next one. If it is not what you want, you don't want to replace this one, tell it to find next. It skips that and then replace this one. Find next. This is so once you keep finding that these are the only two places that ADC is. If you are done, say you are done. You can go ahead and say, okay, find creative. And then what do you want to do? I want physics. Okay, so replace. Say you cannot find creative. Let's see. Create. Okay, this is highlighted. Okay. Find next. Okay, let me start from here. Find next. See, it's telling you, giving you the different creative. So you get to this point. Yes, this is the one you want to change to physics. Say replace. It replaces and goes to next. Replace this to fine. Or you don't want this one to be replaced. You say next. You see this one. Oh, this one should be geography. So you say replace. It replaces this one to geography. So these are other very wonderful features you can use to organize your data in Excel. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is copying values and copying formulas and moving them. Now, let me create a formula somewhere here. Let me create a formula here. So I want this to multiply it by this one. And of course, let me close this one here. How is it seeing this one? Okay, see this one as text. What about here? This is general. Okay, so let me just cover this up here. So I say this, sorry, this one multiplied by this. So I am going to lock this one, locking it here. It's giving me this figure. So if I go down here, it's giving me this figure. Now I want to carry this figure. I am done with the multiplication. I am done. So I need these values. Now, if I copy these values, see what's going to happen? If I copy this value and I paste them here, I'm going to have, this is not what I want. So this one is multiplying this and this one. But this one is multiplying this and this. Okay? But this is not what I want. I want these numbers to be here. So sometimes when you are copying formulas or functions into another position, look at the relative referencing. We'll talk more on that when we get to the point. But what I really want to show here is, I'm going to delete this. This is what I want. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to place here, right click, paste number. So when I paste number, these figures that I have here are here. And you can see each one, it's no longer a formula, rather it is the number, and this is the number that I need here. If you change this one here, because this one is deriving a figure, if I change this one to 10, these ones change, but this one do not change. Because these ones are dependent on the values of here, but this one is absolute. Another way I can do this is, I can copy this one and then bring this, my cursor to say at any edge. Now I'm going to click and drag, but my clicking is not on the left mouse. I'm going to click the right mouse. I'm clicking and holding it and dropping it here, the same place. The moment I release my hand, I'm going to have options. And this option is asking me, you want to copy here, you want to copy here as values only, you want to copy as several other things. But me, what I want to do is I want to copy value here. Now, note that these values on this H here, are going to change because this figure which I have moved now, they are different. So when I say copy here as values only, it's going to give me the values here. It's no more formulas, even if they were inbuilt functions, this will remain. Okay, so these are the few things I wanted us to discuss in this last part of Module 1. I hope you will enjoy this. Please, I need your feedback. When I remember what I really want to talk about, number formats, then number formats. Well, when I remember, I'll still speak on it as the course go on. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a lovely time in this Module 1. We'll be sharing our assessment form for you to assess Module 1. And from there, we'll know how we can continue to improve our work. Thank you very much. Remain blessed.